Thank you. Let's go on to some other issues. Wastewater. Regardless of what the solution is for how we address wastewater, what the infrastructure solution is, there will be a need to pay for it, and a need to pay for it by some, by all. Inequitable payment solution is something that has been hanging up this town and other towns going forward. Have you given any thoughts to inequitable, how you would make that an equitable funding, how you would fund that equitably? And we'll start with Jen.
So to me, again, people come in the store and they are my constituency, the people, my customers. And so I ask everybody what they think about everything, pretty much. And it seems to me that my constituents, I wouldn't say a majority, but there are a few, and their situation is very troubling to me, and that they were told, 4 years ago that they need not worry about hooking up to sewer, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and get that new Title V. So thousands of dollars later, they have a new Title V, and then they're forced to hook up. How do you do that on a fixed income? How do you do that as a retiree? How do you do that? If you don't know where the funding's coming from, and people say, don't worry about it, we don't know where the funding's coming from yet, we're just going to grab these federal dollars. It's sleepless nights for people. For me, that is one part of it. The other part of it is, if you use any of the beaches on the south side of the Cape, you use any of the beaches facing south on the Sound, even if you live on the north side of the Cape, we got to have help with that. It's part of our. It's just the way the map is. I believe in a regional approach. I believe that it needs to be something bigger than township. It needs to be maybe all of Cape Cod, maybe a Massachusetts thing. But if we don't protect what we have now, it's gonna really impact our potential for future vacationers here. Our waterways, as Bob knows, are our most precious resource here. And we really need to guard those. And I feel like a regional plan is really the way to go. Now, how far into that we are at this point, I got to tell you, I'm not an expert. I've done a little bit of reading about it, but it seems like it's in the works. And I feel like that's really the way to go. As far as like the federal grab for money, by the way, my feeling is that, I have a 4-year-old, so he would be paying for our federal grab for money, right? That's the argument. But if we didn't grab that money, who would grab that money? The money would be grabbed. I guarantee you that much. So I would rather my son be paying for something to better our environment here on the Cape and preserve our economy here, as seasonal as it is, and better our little corner of the planet than not at all.
Bob, wastewater funding.
Yes, this is a no-win situation, no matter how you divvy up the dollars, but I agree with Jen. There's certainly regional issues here that should be to come in and help. But sometimes it's going to get down to the homeowner. It's going to get down with betterments. I think the town as a whole has to contribute, regardless of where you live. Now, the Stewart's Creek situation that. The septic system, so the sewer goes right down Greenwood Avenue. I live off of Greenwood Avenue. It doesn't touch me at all. But I'm certainly prepared for any type of tax increase that may be put upon me. When you live, people in different sections of the town have a hard time because sometimes they're not impacted. But we have a school, Barnstable High School, and the whole town pays for it. When we get village schools, the whole town pays for it, and it usually benefits one village or the other. So there's examples all over where we're really one town, and we need to, there's some sort of responsibility. And one of the things on the Coastal Resource Management Committee that we talked about is the plume that comes all the way from Sandwich through Mashpee and down into the town of Barnstable and ends up in Princess Cove. And that plume starts way back there, and everybody is part of the impact. So there is some responsibility, and nobody is off the hook. The trick is to get the formula, and I guarantee nobody's going to be excited about the formula. It's impossible. But this is our biggest headache coming in the future.